Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? So, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna jump into this analysis here. So gold right now, gold is a mess. Is a mess. Don't see myself trading gold today. Don't see myself trading gold today. We have news at 8:15, and we have news at 10. So, gold, complete and total mess. Yeah, this is garbage, guys. This is garbage. It's nice though because it's holding an area of support here. Could just be taking a break from this big drop. Could just be taking a break from this gigantic drop from the last few days. From last week Friday. until now. Totally bearish, holding support. It's kind of flip-floppy right now, kind of stuck in this box right here. So I would not trade just gold right now because it's very indecisive. With news coming out, we might see something. This entire week, the news has been garbage, just nothing. So it's hard to know which if it's gonna affect it or not. So right now, I'm not touching gold right now. Now, the trade that I'm currently in right now is US 30 sells. Now, I had limit orders set around this area and this area. However, that might have been a little bit too high up. I don't think we're going to tap into these highs today. We may or may not. I don't know. We could still be retracing. That's why I have my stops above this area here. I actually just took these trades not too long ago, like half an hour ago. I think I took entries because I woke up around 5 and I couldn't fall back asleep. So I jumped on the charts here. So missed out on some good sells last night though, because I was at the gym, so I missed it. But we'll see here. Is that technically a break of structure on the US 30 minutes? So no, because if you look back, right, look at this structure right here. All right, market was going down, up, down. Technically, this is a break of structure. Prices pushed above it, but what did it do? Tried to tap into this area here, and then it just melted. So that's the thing about US 30. Sometimes it can look like it's breaking structure on the lower time frames, but what's most important is the main structure on the higher time frames. The low time frames could easily get broken, and price is still valid for that direction. So that's the reason why you kind of have to be careful with that, which is what I've noticed on US 30. I used to think that too. Like, okay, we broke structure on the lower, so we could be showing signs of a trend reversal. And that's not always the case. So in this situation here, we are at a low. It's kind of early to be taking sells, but this is a good trade because, to me, it's a good trade because we have price that formed resistance right here, where price, once held as support. Not a very strong support, but a support nonetheless. We broke and then we continued down, but this is a big drop here. So yes, we can get some sort of maybe a 50 or 60% retracement. If I throw a fib on here from here to here, price could easily come to around this area as well. And then we could target these highs as our stop loss. But who knows if price is going to make it up that high. No, we have no idea. So I'm going to keep that in mind either way. Keeping my stops around above these highs here. So right above like these highs here, right above these highs here. So what I'm anticipating is that US 30 does something like this. We push up, down, up, down, up, down, and we retest these lows. So that's what I'm anticipating for us to do. But we have to just be patient and wait and see. Now, this isn't my typical entry setup, because I typically like to see multiple rejections in a certain area. But this trade, I just have a good feeling about. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can respect these highs here. Then we're good. But if price starts to creep up in here and start, playing around in there, and then it starts wicking, then it's showing signs that it could potentially push up in there. So we're gonna see. So my entries might have been early, but we just gotta wait and see. So kind of a risky trade, but no risk, no reward. You know what I mean? If you don't risk in these markets, then you're not gonna make any money. Simple. And if I lose this trade, that's okay. That's quite all right. I know what my risk is, and I'm all right with it. I'm good with my risk parameter. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get lucky here. It looks very bullish on the higher time frames. The 1 hour form support, we pulled back inside this area here. 4 hour is breaking into this area here. But like I said, this area here is what's most important. If price can respect this area here, maybe test it and then find its way back down, that would be great. So that's pretty much what we're looking for today. Nothing in the way of gold, guys. If you are to trade gold, I would say to look for positions above these highs. Closures above those highs. And high time frame closure, maybe a 1 hour close to give you that added confirmation. If you want, you can wait for price to retrace, tap here, and then take buys from there maybe, because the risk to reward is very good. This range is about 100 pips, so 100 pip range, you can definitely catch a move out of that. Easily catch a move out of that. So stops above, right below those lows there, and you could do something like that if you want to play the range. But that's totally up to you. Or if you just want to wait for price to tap these highs and then look for the sell. Either way, the risk to reward is good, as long as you're not entering inside here, because inside here you're going to be stuck in a whole bunch of drawdown. It's better to wait for price to tap highs, major highs, or major lows. You get in no man's land, you're playing with fire at that point. All right. Just remember that gold has been heavily bearish for the last, several days now. Not showing a lot of signs of, a retracement. You have these highs here, price never tapped into. It made a low, it made another high. We have these highs here, price did tap into, almost tapped into it twice. And now you have these highs here, and who knows if price is going to make it up that high. Came down, it can go back up. It's about 850 pips away. So it's very risky to see what gold is going to do here. So trade it Trade gold today at your own risk. All right. I actually took these positions before I checked news. Probably should have waited and checked news because news comes out in about 30 minutes. No, 20 or so minutes. And don't know if I want to hold my position through news. That's gonna be question of the day for me because I don't trade news. And currently I'm in drawdown on my positions. My TradingView alarms are not ringing on my PC or my phone. Any idea why? I have that same issue sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, to be honest. I don't have an answer for that fix. I think it depends on the kind of account you have. I have the Pro account and I pay every month. I pay like, I think $20 or $24 a month, I think, for my account. And it doesn't really give me alerts like that too. I have that same issue, so I really don't have an answer for that. The only time my alerts actually go off is when I'm on the charts. When I'm on TradingView right now and I set an alert, that's the only time they go off. That's the only time. Every other time, I don't know. I have no idea why. I don't know, TradingView. For as many people that use that platform, you would think that they would, step their game up a little bit with that, with fixing bugs and making sure things are working properly. But, it could be something we're doing wrong too. I don't know. So, I don't know. But I have the same issue. My TradingView, oh, I already read that. Do you withdraw daily, weekly, or you build your account size? So guys, I have a pretty good sized account. So I am not in the business right now of building my account. I don't need to build it. It has enough funds in there for me to hit the goals that I'm trying to hit with my profits. So remember guys, trading shouldn't be about compounding your account or growing your account, ridiculously. You can do that for a certain amount of time, but once you get consistent to a point where you don't really have to worry about that anymore, you just focus on winning and withdrawing regularly. That's the only thing that matters. So I've been trading for 6 years now and I've been profitable for the last 4. So I don't need to build my account. For what? If you have a certain amount of money in there that you're comfortable with and you are winning and you're withdrawing a certain amount that you're okay with, that's it. That's all you're looking to do, is to just remain consistent. The more consistent you can remain, the better you are. So I'm not building an account. I'm just trying to stay consistent. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing less. Kind of hoping this 30-minute candle flips bearish to give me more confirmation that it's coming down. Kind of hope it flips bearish. I'll tell you guys like a little hack that I used to use. I still use it actually, like trading multiple accounts at the same time. So like for instance, when I used to trade GJ, I used to trade multiple accounts where I would literally trade like sometimes 2, sometimes 3 different accounts. So if I would take a trade on one account and I felt it was like a high probability trade and I felt good about the setup, I would take it on both my accounts. So for instance, let's say I'm aiming for $1,000 day, right? And I take the trade on both my accounts. So now I have a trade running on one account and a trade running on another. And let's say both trades are at like $500, right? If my goal is 1,000, it's really 1,000 on each account for the whole trade. But let's say my trade hits $500 profit, 600, and then I see it struggling to go to 7, 8, 9. Well, I'm hitting 500 on both trades. So technically I hit my goal. So sometimes when I would see that happening, I would actually take profit and I would close out because I actually hit my goal. I just didn't do it on one, I hit it on 2 separate accounts. So I kind of reduced my risk a little bit in a sense because I no longer have to hold the trade hoping that it goes to my full TP and it hits my $1,000 because I technically, essentially already hit my $1,000 goal because I took it on more than one account. So, so yeah, that's what I did. And I did that for a long time. And it was nice. It was cool. I still do it every once in a while. Like right now, I have trades open on this account and I have a trade open. You guys keep seeing me look up. It's because I'm looking at my third monitor because I have another US 30, same US 30 trade running on another account. So that's what that is. So and I did use a trade copier at one point, but I stopped because I was using Social Trader. What's it called? Social Trader? I think it's called Social Trader. Let me see. Let me make sure. I don't want to give the wrong information out. Yeah. Yeah, so I was using this website, Social Trader Tools, and it's obviously it's a trade copier platform. And you put your information in there, you register your accounts to it, it registers it, and then you have one master account, and you have your other accounts. Whatever trade you take on your master accounts, it will take the same trade on your other accounts. The only problem that I realized with that was basically it was like, I don't want to use the word malfunctioning, but it wasn't activating properly. Like for instance, on my master account, it would work fine. But then I would look at my other accounts and the lot size that I had set up for it wouldn't be right. Like I would put, if I take a trade on my master, activate it on my other account, but activate it at 5 lots, for instance, right? I would take a 10 lot on my main account and let's say like a 5 lot on my other accounts. And I would look at my other accounts while I'm in the trade and it would be like a 2 lot or a 8 lot, or it wouldn't, or it would be a 5 lot sometimes, but it wasn't consistent. So I'm like scratching my head like, what's going on here? So I would message customer service on there and say, hey, I'm using this, I'm using that. What can I do? It's not working properly. And they would say, okay, try this, try resetting it, this and that. It would tell me to do all this nonsense. And I didn't like that, because if I was going to take a trade, I needed to do exactly what I tell it to do. I don't want to say open up a 5 lot and you decide because you want to malfunction, open up a 15 lot. And then now, you know what I'm saying, I'm taking more risk than I want to, all because of that. So that's why when I trade now, I trade my multiple accounts, but I trade it manually. So that's why I trade it manually. Manual trading, I think, is the best way to go, because sometimes automated things, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. It's just what it is, So, pain in the butt. So, are you holding through news? I haven't decided yet. I have about 8 minutes to decide. So, we'll see. Use Traders Connect. I don't need a copier anymore. So, first of all, I only trade two accounts now, so that's easy. I don't really need a I don't need a copier for that. But thank you for Traders Connect. I feel like news might go bullish if it does push, because right now the trend is bullish. Don't really see it just flipping right now. I think there's still potential for us to hit at least this area here before we come back down, if we come back down. So if I hold through news, it could put me in more drawdown than I'd like to be in which case I don't know, man. Should have waited for news before I took this trade. But I'm already committed to the setup. I really don't want to close. I'm already committed to it. This whole week, news has been garbage. I do not want to close this trade, even though it's a small loss. If I do close it, I don't want to close it and for news to come out and nothing happens. And I could have still been in my setup, This whole week has been garbage. KOT Forex just launched 1 to 1,000 leverage, which is for small flipping accounts. Good. Osprey FX has 1 to 3,000. All right, guys. So let me tell you the 411 on leverage. The higher you go in leverage, okay, The higher you go in leverage, the more risk you are adding to your account. Okay, you say it right here in your comment. Is for small flipping accounts. Is it good for flipping small accounts? Account flips, guys, are difficult. They are not realistic. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. The higher you go in leverage, the more risk you're adding to your account. Because you got to think about it like this, guys. Okay, leverage is simply giving you more freedom, more leeway to take more risk, to raise your lot sizes on a smaller account. Now, you take bigger lot sizes on a baby size account. How quickly do you think you will lose that trade? If you lose it, how much you'll lose? Okay, the broker is getting paid off commissions. The broker is getting paid off your spread. The higher your lot size that you use, because if you're thinking of flipping your account, that means you're going to be using bigger lots. You're going to be taking more risk on your account. That's extra money for the broker. A lot of money for the broker. Okay? You guys got to understand this business. You got to read between the lines sometimes. Don't think that, oh, they're doing this because they care about us and they want us to be better traders. No. They're a business that's trying to make money off of dumb people who are trying to get rich overnight. Okay? There's such thing in trading where a broker is A book and a broker is B book. Okay? If you don't know the difference between those two, I suggest you Google it, YouTube it, find out as much as you can about it because it's very important in this industry. Okay? KOT, Osprey, a lot of brokers are B book brokers mostly. Some brokers are A book and B book. Okay? But majority are mostly B book. And the B book ones are the ones that usually, you see a broker that has 1,000 leverage and above, they're usually B book brokers. And the main difference between A book and B book is the liquidity. So is liquidity, there's more to it, but that's pretty much like the main thing, okay? But with B book brokers, guys, and like I said, most brokers are B book, it is what it is. With B book brokers, when you enter a trade, it's not going to the live market. It is, but in a sense, it's going to your broker first. Instead of going straight to the markets, it's going through your broker, and then your broker has to put it in there. And sometimes, if it has to go through your broker first, and they see an opportunity to manipulate your trade or make it go against you so they don't lose money, whatever the case, they'll do that. So they'll put you in at worse prices. You know, that garbage that MFF was doing, that stuff can be done on your broker as well. Understand that, guys. That's not just with a prop company. These brokers have control over a lot of their, the back end platform that they're using and the way they can, manipulate things. So the more leverage they give you, the faster you're going to blow your account. Not only are you going to blow your account because you don't know what the hell you're doing in terms of risk, but you're raising your lot sizes, which ups their commission, ups their fees, ups the spread. They're just making more money off of you. Simple as that. Now, I used to use Traders Way. I still have my accounts with them. They have 1 to 1,000. I only use them when I wanted to flip my accounts, when I wanted to go crazy with them. But I noticed that even though I did do some successful account flips, I still lost a lot because I was using so much risk. So my drawdowns couldn't be much. I wasn't as knowledgeable then as I am now. So certain things that I was doing, was reckless. So yeah, I made money, but I lost as well. And I lost a lot more than I should have lost, only because they allowed me that much risk, that much leverage. Osprey and KOT, they are A-Book, what I got told from their customer services. Well, they're lying. Customer service can tell you whatever they want. They can tell you whatever they want. Of course they're going to tell you they're A-Book. You think if they're a B-Book crappy broker, they're going to put that out there for the world? Hey guys, we do this. Come on and sign up. No, not trying to lose people. They're going to lie to you. Okay. Now the problem is A-Book brokers are hard to come by, and there's a lot more that goes into it. So you do have brokers that are A and B, but majority are B-Book brokers. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Hanko Trade is A-Book and B-Book. A-Book and B-Book. What is A-Book? I just went over that, so rewind the video. Okay, guys. So, trust me. When they're raising your leverage that much, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. I'm going to hold my trade through news, guys. I'm going to hold it through news. Let me see where I can place my stop. Put some stop losses in here just in case. 33210. All right, guys, so just be careful, man. Educate yourselves, guys. Don't just come to the markets every day and just trade, and don't try to learn the ins and outs of the industry that you're in. Ask questions. Try out different brokers. Look at your, okay, here's news. Here's news, yep. Oh, what's gold doing? Oh, gold is going up here. There's 30. Let's see. I don't think there's 30 is gonna do too much. We're just playing around here. Educate yourself, guys. Ask questions. Google things. Look things up. Actually, make an effort to learn about the entire industry that you're in. Try to read between the lines when it comes to things. Don't just take what people say for gospel and just run off with it. I don't care if it's your favorite trader, your favorite mentor, your favorite influencer. Everybody's in it to make a buck. Everybody's in it to make a buck. Okay? So I would use Hanko, but their execution for me is so bad. I don't know why. Every broker is not for everybody. I don't have any issue with my execution speed. So every broker is different. You don't like their execution, go with another broker. That's why you try different brokers. Try out different things. Try out different brokers. Yeah, so my entry was garbage here. If price pulls up here, I might look to take another entry on my other account to try to even out. trade here. Let me go to the higher time frames real quick. Yeah, not the best entry, but if we pull down, we close bearish, and we try to come down, it's still something. So, nah, I'm not gonna open another position. Just let it ride, because we have news again at 10 o'clock today. Gotta love NFP week, guys. Gotta love it. Got to love NFP. Is news major? Here y'all come with those weird questions again. I don't know. Here you guys go with them weird questions. I'm gonna sit here and watch somebody play with sand real quick while you guys ask weird questions. Do. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, here we go. Need this candle to flip bearish. That would be great. If we could flip bearish, that would be heaven on earth right now. Ooh. I saw your post on IG story about US30 during Asian. Have you seen that it moves slower and easier to get profits? Yes. Asian is a naturally slow session. So, yeah, it's much smoother. It's, you know, you have to wait a little bit, but it's a lot less volatile than New York and London. A lot less volatile. But as always, don't just take my word for it. You backtest. You backtest. You backtest. Try to analyze US30. towards the end of New York session and you set your charts up for Asian, and if you see a setup that you feel comfortable with, then you take it, either live or demo, whatever it is you want to do, until you get comfortable with it. And if you find that you like it, then you do that. I can't say that US30 doesn't always move during Asian session. I've seen some sessions where it doesn't move at all, and I've seen some session where it does. So back test, back test, back test. Don't just trade Asian session because Charlene FX said, yeah, you should trade US30 Asian session, because it's like, no, you go look up the information for yourself. You try it out for yourself. Every and any information you get in this industry, when you're trying to learn, you test it out for yourself. Do not just take people's word for it. Train yourself to be self-sufficient, to not have to depend on somebody else, not depend on someone else's advice, not depend on their knowledge. You learn it for yourself. You take what they're teaching you, you take it, but pretty soon you make it your own. No matter who your mentors are or who taught you guys to trade or whatever the case, you're always going to make it. You always want to make it your own. You want to be your own person, be your own individual, self-sufficient trader. So always fact checked, back test and fact checked, fact check. Asian session might suck on US30, but you're gonna be like, man, well, Charlene said this. No, you don't have to say that. You can say, well, yes, I got the information from her. I back tested it, and I realized, you know what? It moves too slow for me. It's not for me. I prefer a more volatile session, so I prefer to trade New York. But you won't know that unless you test it out for yourself. I'm not gonna be posting my setups on Asian session every day on Instagram. So you want to be self-sufficient. If your mentor gets hit by a bus, you need to still be okay to look for things and do things for yourself, That's what I always preach from day one. That's why I never really liked signals. I never liked, things that like where I had to depend on somebody. Even when I used to watch Raja's live streams. Yeah, in the beginning, like the first, I would say like 6 months to 8 months or so of me watching his live streams, I would literally listen to his breakdowns, but I would really only be there to see if he took a trade so I can take the same trade. But after a while, I'm like, man, I want to do this on my own. I don't want to have to, depend. And then sometimes I would not watch the live stream and just trade on my own and win or lose. I would then go back after my trade is done, then go to his live stream and see, did we have the same analysis? Did we take the same trade? Did I win? Did I lose? Did he win? Did he lose? I would compare how I was doing compared to what he was doing on there, and that's how I would test myself, test my knowledge, and then there came a time where I would watch his live streams, not looking to copy a trade. I was just watching to see if I was progressing, if I was seeing the charts the same way, and just if he said something that I could learn from, any piece of information, tidbit, something that could help me progress. I wasn't watching just to take a trade anymore. I was watching to learn. So you want to be self-sufficient, okay? And you have to pay attention to detail. You can't pay attention to detail, you're not going to make a lot of money in these markets. Like this person in the chat who's saying, are you in this trade? That person's going to struggle with trading because they can't pay attention to detail. Because the right side of my screen right here shows my trade running, but they're not paying attention to that for whatever reason, and they're asking me if I'm in this trade when it says you can clearly see I'm in a trade. So it's little things like that that are gonna cause certain. You can tell who's gonna be a really elevate who's gonna elevate in this game, and who's going to crash and burn. You can tell sometimes. I can tell by the type of questions I get sometimes. I can tell by type of comments people say. I can tell by a lot of things now. Exactly who's in it and who's not. When I have students ask me certain things, I know if you've been studying or not. If you're asking me that question, you ain't been studying, because there's no possible way you're asking me that. You know what I mean? So those are the ones that you can tell, like, they're makes no sense. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. It just doesn't. It's like looking at this screen and saying, hey, Charlene, are you looking for buys or sells? And you clearly see this going down, this arrow pointing down, my stop loss up here. But they're asking, are you looking? That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. And that has nothing to do with beginner, intermediate, or advanced trading. It has nothing to do with that. That's just plain common sense. And I used to get on Raja sometimes because he would be a savage to his members in the chat. He'll be like, you dumbass, why are you asking me these dumb questions? Don't you see da-da-da-da? And I used to be like, damn, he's going in on this person. Now I realize, like, now I see, like, what he was talking about, what he was going through. Because people do be asking some of the dumbest shit you ever want to hear. It's some dumbass people out there, guys, let me tell you. And I hate to say it like that, but it really is. Some of the stuff I get in my DMs, it's like, are y'all serious? You really, like, the number one question I used to get all the time, that I literally stopped answering now. Whenever I get this question, I literally just stop answering. I just ignore you, leave you on red. Hey, Charlene, your course says you offer one-on-ones. Do you offer one-on-ones? I kid you guys not. I used to get that question all the time, to the point where I went over to my course website and I'm like, maybe I worded it different. Maybe it's the way I said it. Maybe it's not clear. And I'm looking at it and it says unlimited one-on-ones. Course is one-time fee. It says it right there. So I'm like, it can't be me. I'm literally scratching my head when I'm like, I must be doing something wrong. Because there's no way. When in reality, people are just dumb and stupid as hell. They don't read, they don't pay attention, they don't take the time to, like, actually look at stuff. And these are basic things, basic qualities that you need to be a good trader. And I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. I'm not trying to, badger anybody or come off like I'm the smartest person ever and I'm calling people dumb. No, I'm just trying to give y'all the reality of what it is. You got some dumbass people out there, and these dummies are the ones that will not make it in trading. The ones that sit here and watch the trade running and ask me, are you in a trade? Those are the ones. So I'm like, it's sad. It really is. Because this ain't for everybody. It's not. If you're the kind of person that cannot pay attention to detail, you cannot be structured, you cannot follow discipline, you can't be patient to any degree, you're very emotional. These are qualities that if you have them, trading is not for you. Trading is not for you. Sadly, it's not. Okay? If you're someone that likes to eat whatever you want and you don't give a shit about how you look and you don't care about your health or nothing like that, then no one's gonna come try to sell you a fitness course. No one's gonna say, hey, come join my fitness club over here. Because to have a healthy diet, to work out, to keep your body in shape and all that, that takes qualities, that takes discipline, that takes dedication, it takes motivation, it takes a lot of things. So if you don't have any of that, okay, then that's not for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna judge anybody. There's nothing wrong with that. You be who you are, do you. Somebody says do you, do you. But in this field, where you have the chance to lose a lot of money and your peace of mind and your stress, it takes so much out of you that it's just best to just step away. Just quit. I tell people all the time, sometimes just quit. Just give up. Because you don't have what it takes. You don't have what it takes. I remember I was at work once when I used to have my job. And I was with a coworker of mine, and it was a slow day, it was a quiet day. So there was really nothing going on. Radio was quiet. But I had been having a rough time. Like, I was behind on my bills. My credit score was in the dump. I had just, my relationship had fallen apart. It was a lot of stuff going on. And my partner is sitting there, and she's just looking at me. She's not saying anything. She's just kind of looking at me, listening to me go on and on and on about my problems, right? And she looks at me and she says, "So what are you gonna do?" And I said, "What do you mean? What am I gonna do? I got all these issues, all these problems. I don't know what I'm gonna do." She goes, "Okay, so just fuck life. Just give up. Just quit. Just stop. Just lay down and die." That's what she said to me. And I thought she was joking. So I started laughing. I'm like, really? Like, she looking at me with a straight face. And she's like, "Just roll over and die, Charlene. Because what are you doing right now? What are you talking about right now? Like, you're sitting here going over all your problems with me, all of which are solvable. It's not like this the end of the world in all of them, which they weren't. They weren't anything, massively crazy. But it's like, she's like, "Charlene, you have a good job. You're a good looking girl. You're a sweetheart to people. Why are you so negative? Why are you like this all the time? Like, come on. If you're just gonna let these problems mess you up so much, then just roll over and die." And she was dead serious. So, and I never forgot that conversation, because it really made me think about it. Like, yeah, I sounded like a Debbie Downer that day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to be around people that are depressed and sad and mad all the time about something. Shit's depressing, So, and you need friends like that, guys. Believe it or not, you need friends that will call you out on your stuff, will tell you when you're wrong. You can take constructive criticism from, you need friends like that. Sometimes we don't see the error of our ways. It's hard to look in the mirror and see what we're doing wrong. So sometimes you need somebody who's on the outside to kind of look at you and say, "Yo, you gotta step it up." But she just gave it to me raw. She didn't sugarcoat it or nothing. Like, "Okay, so what are you gonna do? Just roll over and die? Okay, then just roll over and die." It was so funny the way she said it, but she was so serious. So serious, So, if something ain't for you, don't complain about it. Just sit it down and go about your business. Sit it down and go about your business. I used to laugh at Raja yelling at people. My favorite thing, cracked me up so bad. Yeah. Man. And then, like, when I would see him do that, I would be scared to ask questions. I'd be like, let me make sure this question is right, is a good question before I ask it, because I don't want to get roasted on this chat. I don't want to get reamed right now, even though nobody can see you. They don't know who you are. You're just a screen name. But it's like, but I get it. I now, sometimes you don't understand what things are like until you're in the hot seat. But I ain't gonna lie, people did ask him some dumbass questions though. People were on there, and I don't know if they were for real. I don't know if they were just trolling, because sometimes I see stupid stuff in the chat. I just ignore it, because I think, there's no way this person's really asking that question. They're probably just on here trolling, because you have that sometimes. You have people who have a lot of time on their hands and they want to just troll. They woke up and chose violence that morning. It is sad. It's sad, that people are like that. I don't have time for that. Never have, never will. But there are people out there that do. There are people that literally wake up every day and their mission is to mess with somebody else. Is to make somebody else as miserable as they are. Because misery loves company. Sadly, there are people out there that are like that. If they're mad, they want everybody else to be mad with them. If they're sad, they want everybody else around them to be sad with them. They don't want to hear, those are the people that find a problem for every solution. You got those people out there. And it's sad. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry. Because a lot of times when people do things to hurt other people, sometimes, most of the time I would say, it has nothing to do with the person they're trying to hurt. It has to do with them. It has to do with them and how they feel about themselves. How you make other people feel says a lot about how you feel about yourself. It really does. If you're an asshole to people, deep down you're an asshole. You're just an asshole. And you're projecting that asshole energy onto other people just because you can. You know? So, some evil people out there, guys. Watch your backs. Some of these people are brain dead. They are. They really are. Some people really have shit for brains. Social media makes it easy to pick on people. Yeah. Day for day, if you comment another negative comment in here again, I'm just going to block you from the chat completely. If you don't like what I talk about, then get off my live stream. That's simple. It's that simple. You don't like it, get off. Or I'll kick you off myself. So you got one more. I put you on timeout. You have one more chance. You got one more time to come on here and say some bullshit, and I'm just gonna kick you off my live stream. And what's messed up is you're on here all the time. Sometimes you drop some good comments. I guess today you woke up in a bad mood. I don't know if your girl didn't give you no nookie last night and you're pissed off this morning, but don't bring that negative energy into my chat on my live stream. Keep your energy where you are right now. Do not come in my chat with that garbage, because I have no problem kicking you out. Charlene, can you give a tutorial of how to trade in a live account, buying cryptos, depositing funds? Well, every day on the live stream, I show you guys how to trade on a live account. I don't think you need a tutorial on buying crypto. There's tons of videos online that telling you how to do that. And depositing funds, I don't mind doing a video on that. I'm going to do a withdrawal video too. So, good morning. Why do you have the red candle circled and highlighted in yellow? That's a breakdown from last night. This is from Asian session last night. I was trying to see, because I was at the gym and I missed this drop last night. So I was trying to see, what happened with the candles here. So this is the 1 hour time frame. If we go down to the 15 minute or the 5 minute, you'll see. I was trying to see what these candles were looking like on this structure here to see how I could have entered on this trade. And then I marked off this area here because this was when Asian session started. So Asian session starts around 6, 7. So this started pushing up around 7, made a resistance here, and then it started dropping here, and it made a lower low. I wouldn't have held to here. I probably would have held to these lows here. But I was just back testing to see how I lost, how I missed out on this move. But I was home. I was at the gym, so that's why. But still, when I miss moves and stuff, I try to backtest to see if I was home or if I was on the charts, if I would have seen something that would have given me confidence to actually take the trade. So that's why that's highlighted. If I look here, you'll see right there. See a bunch of them here. Okay. What I do is I backtest all of the Asian sessions. Asian session, Asian session, Asian session, Asian. These are all Asian session circles for me to see what actually happened, what the volume was looking like during that time, how big were the moves, how long did the moves take. I look at all that data. I'm constantly looking at data for me to analyze so that it can help me in the future. Okay, which is what you all should be doing. That's part of backtesting. part of back testing is analyzing data from the past, and it's not just specific moves. It's market volume, it's candlestick structure, it is the size of moves, all that stuff, okay? You guys want to be a top tier trader? That's what you got to do. You got to put in that chart work. I didn't get to be a good trader just watching Raja. I put in a lot of chart time, a lot. US 30 just hanging around. Yeah, but I like that though. I like that it's just hanging around here because that means that there's not enough volume to take it up. So we're going to try to maybe start finding our way down here, which would be great. That would be great. So we'll see. Thank you, beautiful. You are wonderful in many aspects of life apart from trading. Your thoughts and opinions about many things are profoundly appreciated. I have grown in my psychology just watching you. Wow. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what I noticed on some live streams that I watch now and I've watched in the past. What I notice is that like the conversations sometimes can be a little bit dull. They're all about trading sometimes. It's like, damn, like, can we talk about something else for a little while we watch paint dry? I could put some funny stuff on for you guys to watch because I like that. I follow a bunch of funny shit like on TikTok and stuff like that. So, you know, we can have fun with it. You know, I try to keep it new and refreshing. You know, I don't want to just sit here and play on my phone while we wait for a setup or while we're sitting in a move. You know what I mean? So try to keep it different, you know. Every day is gonna be different conversations, different stuff, you know. Do you think a trading academy that teaches 3 trading styles is a good academy? I don't know how to answer that. If it's teaching you different ways of trading, I would say that's a good strategy. I think that's good. They're giving you variations, different ways of looking at the market. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as it's not confusing and the styles kind of mesh with each other, it's not something completely different. You know, they're not teaching you price action, then flipping all over to fundamentals or something crazy. I think that's fine. Charlie, you're the boss. This is why I wouldn't be able to live stream because I would cook everyone. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. How much information can I give you on the chart? I'm not gonna. I show you guys what I do for the most part, but I'm not gonna sit here and give you guys a teaching lesson on trading on this stuff every single day. That's what my course is for. Do a breakdown, keep it simple, take a trade, don't take a trade, wait, whatever it is, and bing, bang, boom. That's what it is. Whenever you guys ask me questions in here about certain stuff, I answer it. You asked me what this yellow thing was, why? I just gave a full explanation of what it was. You know? So, I don't know. I guess he didn't want to hear what I had to say, but if you don't, then just leave. That's my whole thing. Like, just go somewhere else. You don't have to be on. You don't have to be here. Nobody's holding a gun to your head. I would like to trade with you every day. Do you do this live every day? France, please read the description box of this video or all my videos. A very beautiful lady is angry today. No, I'm not. See, that's a troll right there. That's a troll. Do you have any videos of your strategy? Please look at my YouTube channel. Uh, yeah, Des Patrick, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. FX Bank, yeah, he's treading on thin ice with that comment. You know when people try to be passive aggressive? A very beautiful lady is angry today. Passive aggressive. Let's go. A comment that didn't even need to be said. Didn't need to be typed. He had nothing better to do with his thumbs than type that stupid message in there. I'm not angry at all. I just don't like people coming in my chat with negative shit. That's it. Doesn't mean I'm negative. Doesn't mean I'm angry. Come on, US 30. Get yourself down here. Stop going up. Hey mommy, can you give me an advice? I'm trying to get LLC for trading that I should do first. Thanks a lot. So, your LLC is not going to have anything to do with trading. Okay? The reason why it shouldn't have anything to do with trading is because when you go to, let's say, open up a business bank account, you have to put what your business is. It can't just be trading. I'm a trader. First of all, banks don't like that. Banks don't like traders at all because we're trading against them in all reality. When we win or whatever, we were taking from them. That's first and foremost. So when you open up your LLC, it's gonna be like an umbrella. So your LLC should be, what I say, what I have under mind is that, I'm in sales, because I sell a course, I sell different types of products, I consult, I teach. So my business is not under trading. My business is under marketing, sales, and consultations. So you want to word it kind of differently to where it still encompasses what you're doing, but not really. Okay, because it's just going to make it hard for you. So your LLC is going to be, Carlos Lori LLC, but they're going to want a description of what that is and what you do. So you're going to have to find a way to kind of mix it up a little differently so that, you don't have issues when you go to, stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. But opening the LLC is not hard at all. It's very easy. You do it in 1, 2, 3. Your lives are always a vibe. Thank you. Let's talk about goals. Do you think Trading Academy? I'm gonna buy US 30. How you feeling? You sound a lot better. Cough is still there. This cough is on a mission here. So, on a mission. You do a great job of training stories from your life, making fun of crap. Otherwise, it would get boring. What you do is not easy. Exactly. I want to send you some herbal remedy for your cough. I appreciate that. I never understood people who join to be negative or throw shade. Like, why even waste your time to join? Exactly. Charlene, how's your back? It's been a couple months since your surgery. It's good. I was actually nervous for a while. Like when I got the clearance from my doctor to go back to the gym, I was like, even though he gave me clearance, I was like scared because I do a lot of leg exercises, upper body sometimes, and I don't know, I just was scared to go back to the gym. So it took me a while to get comfortable with it again, but eventually I did. And it feels good. The pain is not it's actually, I haven't been in pain in a while now, which is pretty cool. I was in pain after surgery for a while, but I'm good. I'm doing much better now. So thank you for asking. Charlene, I'm doing some studying and I'm thinking of having 3 to 4 different setups to trade. Do you think this would be excessive? I'm also debating whether to do these on 1 or 2 pairs. Just backtest this. Just backtest and find out what works for you. Backtest. What is the max stop loss you would use? Depends on the setup. I don't have a max stop loss, but I am a scalper, so just keep that in mind. Charlene, how do you have your new setup so you knew it was NFP week? You check the Forex Factory, and NFP is every first Friday of every single month. So don't you think that New York Open it will spike up and then sell? Well, I'm prepared for that, but we'll see. I am prepared for that. We will see. That's it. 8:30, you will get the volume you need to push price down. Hopefully. Honey helps with my cough. I tried that. I tried it. Doesn't want to work right now. Trading is not considered real income to banks. They see it as gambling. Yeah. What's funny is they trade it. The banks are traders. Banks are the market, and they have the nerve to call us gamblers. How does that even work? Literally, when you put your money in the bank, guys, it's not in the bank. They actually loan that money out and they trade that money in the markets, in these markets. But they have the nerve to look down. You see how the system is messed up? I swear, the system is so messed up. It's like designed for us to fail. It really is. The rich people, the top 1% of the world, let me tell you, man, they got this game on lock. They got us over a barrel and we can't do nothing about it. It's awful. The nerve. The nerve to look at me crazy if I come in the bank and tell you I'm a Forex trader when you're a Forex trader. I can't, guys. I can't. So, it's crazy. Ugh, these banks are, that's nuts to me. They make so much money in what they do. Banks are, you want to bank, you're rich. Banks control everything. They do. They control everything. The banks right now, let me tell y'all, they are itching right now to get into, not into crypto, but to regulate it, to get into centralizing it so that they can get a piece of that pie. And I'm sure they are in some kind of way, but they're trying to make, because pretty soon, I feel like pretty soon, not that I think money is going to go away, like currency and stuff is going to go away, but I do feel like there's going to be like a shift in like maybe another, I don't know, 50 years or 100 years, whatever it is. We won't be around to see it. But there's going to be a shift like in the world where there's probably going to be maybe 5 currencies worldwide, something like that, where it's more, they can control it more, you know, where most countries with like certain size governments, small governments, the ones that aren't, you know, as powerful as the bigger countries are, you know, because you got like China, you got Russia, you got the United States, you know, you got the European banks, the Swiss banks. Those are the big dogs on campus. So I feel like even though in a sense they're competing with each other, I feel like they're so powerful that they're gonna probably come together and try to find a way to like centralize everything so that they can keep tabs on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like basically when they started keeping track of like your Cash Apps, your Zells, what's that other one called? What's that other one called that people use now? I forget what it's called. But your PayPal, your like they're like taxing you on stuff now, extra stuff. We're already taxed on our money, and they're taxing us some more on it. I just feel like they're gonna try to find a way, even though as things progress and we, become more advanced as a society, I feel like they're gonna try to find a way to add more control to what we're doing to keep us where they need us to be, so that they can stay rich and we can stay poor. That's what I feel like. So not that I feel like currency is gonna go away. I just feel like there's gonna be a major shift in that in a couple years, because with AI, making a move. You have a lot more electric cars being built. I feel like the oil market is going to take a hit soon, because majority of their revenue comes from cars. People buying gas and stuff like that. So if you have more people buying electric cars, they got to replace that lost income with something else. They're not going to put something out there that's going to take money out of their pockets. They want to add money to their pockets. So I don't think they're in the business of losing at all. So if they're doing something, it's a reason behind it. It really is, But that's just me rambling, guys. I'm a big time conspiracy theorist. I look into all that stuff. I hate politics. But if you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, Venmo. If you don't pay attention to what's going on around you guys, you're just walking around just oblivious to what's happening in society with us, you're going to get left behind. This inflation, price gouging, it's the way people are struggling right now to just make ends meet. I feel like that's not a mistake. That's not, inflation this, inflation that, price, whatever. I just don't feel like a lot of stuff that's getting done is a mistake. I feel like it's on purpose. I feel like it's planned. I feel like it's planned. And you have to learn from past history. It's just like trading. How do we come up with a trade idea off of what happened in the past? So the thing about it is, though, during this time, even though there's a lot of people struggling, there's a lot of people making money too. So instead of, woe is me, how come this is happening, this and that, try to read between the lines. Like I tell you guys, ask questions and look around you and try to figure out what is happening here and how can I capitalize on that? I saw a post on Instagram the other day, I think it was yesterday, where Toys R Us, they're like, Toys R Us is opening 24 stores and they're making a comeback, and right before the holidays, what do you know? They're making a comeback right before. It's October now. November, that's when the holidays kick off. People are back in the stores, they're shopping, they're spending money, this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, hold up. Toys R Us is coming back. Hold up. Okay. So we still got Walmart, which is closing stores still. We still got Target and all the other mom and pop shops. Majority of people buy their stuff online. Amazon sales ain't going down no time soon. When I look to buy something, if I want to buy my little cousins or, brothers, sisters, whatever stuff, I go to Amazon first. I don't even like going to Target and walking around and waiting in line and all that. I hate that. So I'd rather buy it online and let them just ship it to me. So I'm like, hold up. We're opening 24 stores, which is not a lot. That's not a lot at all. That's like a pin drop. But they're opening 24 stores after they closed for I don't know how many years. So what's really happening here? Who said to themselves, you know what? Let's buy Toys R Us. They didn't rebrand it in any way. Kept the name, kept everything, opening up stores. And let's get them opened up and ready to go for the Christmas holiday, the holidays that are coming up. And in my head, I'm like, what are they doing here? What's really happening here? Because everything is online now. Most things are online. You have Walmart didn't shut down. Walmart is still very much open. Yes, they're closing stores, but it just goes to show you that, bruh, what's the plan here? What are they looking to do here? Are they just testing something out? You know, and then when they open the stores, who are they gonna get to work? Because right now the employment rate is good. Everyone's working, and people that aren't working are self-employed. You got people that over the course of the lockdown, over COVID, those people said, F that job. I ain't going back to work. I'm going to run my own business. I'm going to do my business from home. And people, you had the NFTs that went through the roof. You had Amazon wholesalers that came out of nowhere. You had online courses going through the roof. You had YouTube channels blowing up. You had TikTok blowing up. Everyone is finding alternative means of making money. So who the hell is going to be lining up to go work at Toys R Us for $10, $11 an hour? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's something else going on. There's something else happening. And people need to really open their eyes. So it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't understand it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Sitting here in this drawdown, man. Get yourself down here and give me a nice day so I can ride off into the sunset. US 30. I almost want to take another position here. I almost want to take another sell here. You know what? I am going to take another sell. I am going to take a sell at the top there. So your eyes open, folks. It's money out here. It's money out here. Amazon is not that good anymore. I highly disagree. I don't see Amazon going anywhere anytime soon. Anytime soon. Amazon has their own products now. Amazon is coming out with their own cable company. They're coming out with their own phone company. Amazon is really out here trying to monopolize everything. They taking over. Amazon is coming to take over. Okay? Amazon wants to compete with Apple. Amazon wants to compete with Comcast and AT&T. Amazon wants to compete with all the top phone companies out there, the Verizons of the world, the AT&Ts, what's the other companies out there, the little mom and pop ones. I think Amazon's on a mission, and I don't see it stopping, and they have plenty of money to just spread out everywhere. They really do. Okay, the top corporations in the world, guys, they're unstoppable. You can't stop them. They have too much money. Too much money and too much power. When you have two of those things combined, there's nothing you can't do. Nothing you can't do. Everything can be bought. Everything has a price tag. Everything has a price tag. Ain't nothing stopping Jeff Bezos from taking over right now. That man is chilling. His kids will never have to work. Never have to work a day in their lives. And that's what you want to do. Set up a legacy. You know? Now, my kids are going to work. They're going to know what it's like to make their own way. I'm going to help them out as much as I can. But when you just give something to somebody, they don't appreciate it as much. But at the same time, I'm going to set my family up. I'm going to set them up so everybody can be good. You know? So that should be everybody's ultimate goal. What's your goal in life? What's your ultimate goal? To see your family succeed? To start a business that can run generations in your family? To make it so your kids don't never have to work? You know? What's your ultimate goal? Do you have it written down? Do you look at it every day? Do you see yourself already there? You know, visualization is huge, guys. It really is. Visualization is a huge thing. 1,200 made on US 30 sell. Let's go. Having a 9 to 5 is a blessing, but I want more freedom. That's why I'm doing my best to be a good trader and teach my friends and family. Okay, that's good. That's good. I just started building my own bank. Love it. Love it. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Who said you can't own your own bank? See, I really like that. I love that. You know why? Because that's thinking outside the box. Most people wouldn't even think about opening their own bank. I wouldn't think about opening. I think about everything. Never once did it cross my mind that I thought I could open my own bank. And look at this person right here. Those are people you can learn from. You can gain inspiration from. You can see that sky is really the limit in what you want. You can do whatever you want. And when you open that bank, let me know. I'll go open an account just to support the hustle. New to the chat, wanted to know if you ran across the smart money concept indicator before. Nope. Shit, coffee's cold. Ain't no more. That's an awesome goal. It sure is, man. Opening your own bank? That's lit. That's incredible. Increíble. Okay, here we go. Oops. Anybody know what gold's doing? Anybody know what gold got going on here? Because I don't. I don't have the slightest clue what gold is doing here. It didn't even take it up to here. If it would have tapped this area, that would have been dope. It didn't even go all the way up. That selling pressure is a beast right now. It is not allowing gold to even come back. It tapped here one time. And since it dropped here, tapped here at 9 o'clock yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In almost 24 hours. 24? 18 hours, sorry. Price can't even come tap this area or get close to it. How far away are we from that area? Only 23 pips. Not bad. But it still didn't tap. I think it still can. But because it's so wicky in here and then the overall trend is bearish, taking buys is risky inside here. And then you can't even really take a buy in here because you're in the middle of this no man's land range here. Let me look at the 5 minute. Shit. See, on the 5 minute, we're holding this area right here. We were holding this area here. And it looks like we keep bounce, trying to find our way up here for price to continue bullish. I mean, I guess buys are okay. On the 5 minute, it looks clean. 15, yeah. 5 minute clean, 15 minute is clean. If you are to take a buy here, long positions to tap into this area for about 66 pips. I mean, this would be a good entry. This wouldn't be a bad entry because, yeah, this would be an excellent entry to look to take the buy continuation on up. That wouldn't be a bad entry. But what happens here is going to be interesting. But this range here ain't bad. I mean, from the low to the high, 50 pips. That ain't bad. That ain't bad, but if price breaks below here, no telling if it's not gonna come back and tap these lows. There's no telling that it won't do that. So, oof. But this isn't a bad buy though. It's really not. It's really not a bad buy. Come on, US 30, just melt for us. Just melt. Oh. You don't use fibs? On occasion. Yes, I do on occasion. I'm working my 9 to 5, doing the same, spreading my bread around between trading and investments. My goal is to replace my income and have multiple streams of passive income. That's the goal. That is the goal right there. Perfect. Perfect game plan. Perfect game plan. Scalp gold? Yeah, for sure. For sure, because holding on gold is risky. It's risky. I'm done for the day. I'm down 20K with 4K left. Oof, if I lose that, there goes my account. Ouch. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Please lower your risk. Lower your risk, or just stop trading right now and go back to the drawing board. Go back to studying and back testing, and go back to demo if anything. Because, I mean, you're down 16K on the account. I don't know over the course of what time frame that is, but that's tough. That's tough. But keep your head up, because them losses make you stronger. If you're able to withstand that, you're going to be just fine. We all took losses. We all been there. Trust me, we all been there. We all been there. I would stay away from gold today. Yep, me too. Me too. Bearish dollar news, bullish on cross pairs. I meant buy, not okay. Responding. Yeah, I heard about GJ. I heard about the nonsense GJ had going on the other day. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, where GJ just melted out of nowhere. Come on. Don't play with me right now. Let's see. Where was that drop on GJ? That one right there. This Mama Jamma. That dropped at 10 o'clock on, yeah, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. Crazy. How many pips was that? That thing fell to hell. Ooh. Guys. But the thing is though that like the trend was bearish. The trend was nicely bearish. It gave this little pullback and then down she went. Even though that was news, it looks like news was priced in because it still went bearish. Still followed the trend, and it even came back and retested. It came right back and retested that area. So I mean, if you were in sells, if you were in buys, you got smacked unless you took profit. But sells, I mean, but then again, news came out at 10, so news is news, you know. So you gotta just be careful with that, you know. So NFP week, let me tell y'all, NFP week is not to be played with. Not to be played with. NFP is different. It is different, guys. I may not even trade this Friday. I probably won't. I probably won't. I probably won't. GJ made me sad and I closed early. I was in the sell. It's okay. If you use discipline, you were fine. If you use discipline, you were fine. So it was no news. Yesterday we had news at 10 o'clock. Now it doesn't say JPY, but USD news does affect the JPY pound sometimes. So whenever there's USD news coming out, I associate that with GBP JPY, GJ. It just, I don't know. So there was news technically. Usually, like, yeah, it affects that pair. So when you learn how to trade news, you can make some fast money. Yep, you sure can. Gonna do a giveaway, another cash giveaway next week. Yeah, I'm gonna do another cash giveaway next week, which should be pretty cool. Should be pretty cool. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And when we finally hit 1,000 people watching the live stream, I'm really gonna do a nice giveaway. Really gonna do a nice giveaway, and it's gonna be to one of the people on the live stream. So make sure you're flooding the chat that day. Make sure you're going crazy because somebody's gonna have a nice payday that day to commemorate getting back to 1,000 people plus watching every day. So let's see. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Mighty, mighty. Ooh, look at what gold did. See why you want to stay away from gold? But she's still holding this support. She's still holding this area. Now, if we break down here, we got problems with them buys. But we will see. But gold is for the birds this week. Gold is on crack cocaine this week. Uncle Ted used to have the best news breakdown on gold during Raja's live stream. Uh, he sounded very smart when he spoke, but with the nonsense that he's involved with now, I'm not feeling Uncle Ted anymore, honestly. So it makes you question everything else about him, you know? So is Henkel Trade going to support Trade Locker anytime soon? I have no idea. I have the slightest clue. So no idea. Maybe one day, yes. And then you'll be able to do it, to use it on there. I mean, that's the goal I think they have, is to get it across everybody. So I think that's the goal they have, you know? So goal about to clap my cheeks. Do you think CAD CHF will continue falling? Are you in US 30 or gold? I am in US 30. Market open here in about 5 minutes. Very nice, very nice. S30 coming down. S30 is coming down. Hopefully with market open, we can get a nice little continuation. And then we can finish today with a nice little win. I gotta go. Thanks for the live session. You're welcome. Have a good day. Charlene, what do you think about regulated American broker like Oranda? I know of them. I never use them, so have no idea. Be right back, guys. Charlene, which broker do you use? Henkel Trade. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. See the link in the description box of this video and sign up. What's this about all devices going off today from the government? They're just testing something out. They're just testing something. Whatever it means, I have no idea. I don't know what it means, but they're testing something out. So whatever they're telling us is that, oh, we're just testing, we're just sending this out as a test or something, but we really have no idea what's really going on. You know what I mean? Hard to say. Hard to know. Media tells you what they think you want to hear to make you feel okay about something. And then they try to distract you with certain stuff. They try to flood the internet with, oh, they caught Tupac's killer. Taylor Swift is watching the game with Travis Kelce's mom. They try to distract you with all this pointless nonsense that nobody cares about, to distract you from what's really happening. You know? So who knows? Who knows? 10K day for you today? Let's see. Let's see. All I want to see is US 30 just come on down. That's all I want to see. It's the Illuminati. Probably. That's funny. Uncle Ted Fugazi. I don't know. Media is the worst. If you can detach from it, kind of entertaining. The type of crap they come up with, yeah, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Who really cares that Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce? Who cares? How's that news? How's that news? Makes no sense to me. People's relationships, they talk about his ex-girlfriend is unfollowed this person and that person. Oh my God. Something to talk about, I guess. It's just something to talk about. He's just 30. Enough already. Alright guys, it is 9:30, a little bit after. Gonna wrap up this session here. I gotta jump on over to my private live stream. We had a good session today. We had to chill in a little bit of drawdown, waiting for US30 to find its way on down. I think we're still gonna be bearish on US30. I'm gonna be holding my positions. On gold, like I said, oof. Let me tell y'all, stay away from gold. Stay away. Stay away. Because gold, what it's doing right now is gold is on one. Gold is on one right now. That bearish pressure, it looks like it's not letting up yet. It looks like it ain't ready to let up yet. So stay away from gold, guys. Just stay away from gold. All right, but other than that, I see US30 continuing bearish. We have news in about 30 minutes, 25 minutes or so. So just be careful. Don't overtrade. Don't go crazy. Other than that, y'all be good. Thanks for being on today. If you missed any part of the stream, just jump back on, rewind it. All the live streams stay on there for you guys to learn and to watch and to be entertained. So other than that, y'all be good, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace out. It's your favorite female trader, Charlene FX, and I'm out.